A recent NBC reporter has put out a propaganda piece defending water fluoridation programs.
In the past 5 years, there's been 74 cities that have voted to remove fluoride from its water, and this year there have been 13 other challenges to fluoride in water systems, and in November next month, there are at least 3 other cities that are holding referendums over fluoride in their water. So I would love to hear your thoughts. Please say hello as you join. I'd love to answer any of your questions. I see right off the bat, Jessica has a statement here on Facebook that says fluoride is a neurotoxin, and I would love to address that right off the bat. This is a very common theme among groups which are called anti-fluoridationists, these groups that strongly believe that fluoride should not be added to our water. They do believe that it's a neurotoxin, and they cite numerous studies that one of which is kind of held as the bombshell study on fluoride and IQ that said that in Mexico City there were women who had higher levels of fluoride when their babies were still in the womb, prenatal exposure to fluoride, and years later the scientists came back and found that these children had lowered IQs. Anti-fluoridationists say that this proves exactly what Jessica is saying right now, that this is a neurotoxin. However, associations like the American Dental Association, the American Academy of Pediatrics, the World Health Organization, you name it, any public health organization completely disagrees with this. As for these specific studies, they say that these are bogus. They don't take into effect any other factors like pollution in the water, whether there are factories nearby that might be contributing pollution that is additives to water that are certainly different than fluoride, and that the studies are not often presented in peer-reviewed journals, things that really require scientific proof, in fact, that these studies are lacking. On the other hand, there have been thousands of studies that do meet the scientific bar that show that fluoride is safe and that it's not, in fact, a neurotoxin.
There have never been thousands of studies on fluoride's neurotoxicity. According to citations listed in PubMed and the journal Fluoride, there have been approximately 200. Those studies have shown conclusively fluoride is a neurotoxin. There isn't even a scientific controversy over this. The organizations cited have no statements disputing this. The only question is whether the levels in fluoridated water cause harm. The evidence is clear. In 2006, the National Academy of Sciences reviewed fluoride in drinking water, the most comprehensive ever done, concluded it is apparent that fluorides have the ability to interfere with the functions of the brain and body, page 222. In 2012, a Harvard meta-analysis found that children with higher levels of fluoride had significantly lower IQs in 26 out of 27 studies. In 2014, a report in The Lancet by 2 world-renowned scientists, Philip Grandjean and Philip Landgren, added fluoride to the list of 11 chemicals identified as developmental neurotoxins, harming the brains of children. From 2006 to 2016, 196 studies were published on fluoride's neurotoxicity. Of these, 189 found harm, many at or slightly higher than levels in fluoridated water. The 2017 Bashesh study linking higher fluoride levels in pregnant women with lower IQs in their children was funded by the National Institutes of Health and led by an experienced international scientific team that has published over 50 papers. One of its many strengths was that it controlled for numerous possibly confounding factors, including lead, smoking, alcohol, socioeconomic status, and birth weight. In October of 2018, a study linking higher fluoride levels in pregnant women to higher ADHD rates in their children was published. This provides additional evidence to an earlier study in the U.S. finding higher water fluoridation rates linking to higher ADHD rates. Every one of these cited studies has been published in a peer-reviewed journal.